This might be the best Genshin update ever! Hey travelers, welcome back! Today we are diving into everything announced for Genshin Impact. Version 6.0, the long-awaited Nod-Krai update. This chapter, nicknamed Luna 1, entitled Song of the Welkin Moon, Segue, a dance of snowy tides and hoarfrost groves, launches a new era with a brand new region, new playable characters, a sweeping Archon Quest, limited time events, powerful bosses, fresh weapons and artifacts, and a generous wave of quality of life upgrades to celebrate the anniversary. There's a lot to cover, so let us jump in. Nodcry lies along the southern edge of Snezhnaya, a harsh, moonlit frontier where ancient forces and modern ambitions collide. The traveler arrives alongside Varka to investigate strange disturbances and quickly discovers a land shaped by primordial power. Locals tap into a pre-elemental energy known as Kuvaki, a light realm force older than the 7 elements. Some natives channel it through devices called moon wheels, drawing upon the 3 moons to bend that energy into practical tools, defenses, and even combat techniques. Because of that, elemental rules feel different here. New lunar-themed reactions reshape familiar combos, adding a fresh layer for theory crafters and puzzle lovers. From icy forests and aurora-lit meadows to workshops humming with strange machinery, the exploration vibe mixes wild myth with tinkerer culture. The Archon Quest Song of the Welkin Moon pulls us straight into a conflict that has simmered for centuries. The Lightkeepers stand guard to protect Nodcray's autonomy and are locked in a cold war against the moon-worshipping Frost Moon Scions, while the Abyss sends terrifying hunters known as the Wild Hunt to prowl the land. Nasha Town serves as a lively hub for inventors and traders, and the Fatui tighten their grip from a stronghold on the Isle of Cold Moonlight. As the traveler follows the main thread, the path circles back to the very place where our journey into Teyvat began, raising big questions about the Moon Goddess, the heavenly principles, and the cost of felling a god. Along the way, we meet a stacked cast, including Varka at last, the brilliant mechanic Aino, the luminous moonchanter Lauma, the regal lightkeeper Flins, and several faces from the Fatui, with harbingers surfacing in ways that matter to the plot. Version 6.0 introduces 3 new playable characters. Lauma is a 5-star Dendro Catalyst user and the spiritual heart of the Frost Moon Scions. In combat, she specializes in boosting Bloom-style reactions with a lunar twist that enhances team damage, and her exploration perks help with local specialties and wildlife interactions. If you enjoy Nilou Bloom teams or any Dendro plus Hydro setup, Lauma is a standout support who doubles as a thematic powerhouse. Flins is a 5-star Electro Polearm user from the Ancient Order of Lightkeepers. He fights with a ceremonial lamp and supercharges Electro Hydro reactions by channeling lunar charged energy, turning constant application into heavy reaction damage. He also brings flavorful exploration utility, warning you of danger and letting you hear the whispers of the Wild Hunt. Aino is a 4-star Hydro Claymore user and a prodigy inventor from Nasha Town. She deploys water-powered gadgets that keep Hydro on enemies to set up reactions for your main carry. Best of all, she joins your roster for free after you clear the main Archon Quest in Nodcry, and she can still appear on Raid Up to build constellations. The banner plan runs in 2 phases. The first phase features Lauma alongside a highly requested Dendro rerun, and a special chronicled wish gathers several Sumeru-era stars into a single pool for those catching up on older favorites. The second phase brings Flins together with a top Hydro damage dealer. If you favor Bloom and Dendro utility, Lauma is the safe pick. If you love electro-charged play and flexible off-field damage, Flins will light up those teams. Everyone should pick up Aino for steady Hydro support. And do not worry, I will be making full guides for every single unit featured on these banners, so you will know exactly how to build and use them. The same goes for the free standard 5-star selector we are getting with this update. I will cover every option so you can choose wisely. Nodcry exploration is packed with activities. A clockwork guide named Kuhenki introduces regional mechanics, leading you to time trials, device puzzles, and stealth routes into Fatui hideouts. Townsfolk react differently depending on who you bring to meet them, making character choice matter in the open world. The flagship event, Clink Clank Clash, teams you with Aino for a mechanical adventure that ties into new craftable weapons. Dodaka's blow-up aerative bomb Nanza delivers Klee's signature explosive fun in a safe and chaotic challenge. Light Gleaner's Journey sends you on a photography tour through moonlit vistas. Overflowing Flavor returns as a resource surge to help with farming, while Stygian Onslaught updates its combat gauntlet with tougher modifiers. Valiant Chronicles adds bounty-style hunts for legendary local threats, blending exploration with boss-like encounters. There's also Meeting Point, a system that unlocks short everyday moments with characters using Luna sigils, and the Silver Moon Hall where Columbina occasionally requests your assistance in exchange for helpful support bonuses. Imaginarium Theater gains a new lunar mode with collectible lunar arcana that you can trade with friends, and the card game receives new cards and mode updates to keep duels fresh. Permanent story recap features expand so newcomers can catch content they missed. The Wild Hunt represent a fearsome evolution of abyss creatures with new behaviors and audio cues that build tension as they stalk you through the snow. 2 headline bosses join the roster. The Radiant Moonfly, a luminous predator, deep beneath Nod-Krai, uses blinding light and fast movement to test reaction, uptime, and positioning. Duckle, a multi-purpose automaton designed for domestic work and retrofitted for war, becomes a puzzle-heavy fight that rewards disabling parts and turning the arena to your advantage. Expect Fatui elites in greater variety and environmental hazards that riff on cold, darkness, and moonlight. The region asks you to lean on lunar reactions, Kuvaki devices, and the new character's strengths to prevail. A full suite of craftable weapons arrives from the workshops of Nasha Town, 1 for each weapon class, with effects that synergize with lunar reactions and regional mechanics. Blueprints unlocked through quests in the main event, giving free options that can slot into many builds. 2 limited 5-star weapons headline the Gacha lineup. Lauma's Catalyst focuses on elemental mastery and converts Bloom-type reactions into huge team-wide damage buffs, even when she is off-field. Flins' Polearm amplifies lunar charged damage after bursts, stacking critical power and smoothing energy economy for reaction-driven teams. A new artifact domain drops 2 sets tuned for the update, 1 geared toward Bloom and Lunar Bloom amplification, and 1 suited to Electro and Lunar charged play. Veteran characters may find surprising best-in-slot combinations here, so plan on some early resin runs once you unlock the domain. The anniversary brings a wave of generosity and long-term systems. Every player receives a selector to claim 1 free standard 5-star character, which is perfect for rounding out a roster or adding a key constellation. A new item, the masterless Stella Fortuna, grants level cap breaks beyond 90 so favorites can push toward level 100. Extra pulls you earned in the past convert retroactively, so longtime players will log in to real progression. On top of that, the anniversary also grants every player a free constellation for a 5-star they already own, giving your favorite unit an instant power boost and making the celebration feel even more rewarding. I will also be putting together a dedicated long video guide on this constellation system and the free selector so you can clearly see which choices and upgrades are the best for your account. A weekly training program called To Temper Thyself and Journey. Farad's gentle daily goals. Completing enough weeks awards a Stella Fortuna for a 5-star you own, allowing steady free constellations over time alongside crowns, upgrade items, and other resources. Day-to-day play feels smoother across the board. Chests, shrines, and oculi in Nod-Krai grant adventure rank experience. The treasure compass can be upgraded to track more collectibles and hidden clues. Character trials offer clearer tips and more forgiving thresholds. Co-op scaling is tuned so open-world enemies and certain domains feel better with friends. Artifact appraisal improves as the game reveals a 4th substat before you commit resources, saving Mora and fodder. New conversion and treasury features help turn surplus materials into useful items so nothing goes to waste. And one more big improvement is to the resin system. You can now choose to spend double the resin on a single domain run, instantly claiming double the rewards. This makes farming more efficient and cuts down the number of repeat clears you need to do each day. That is the full tour of version 6.0. A striking new region with its own rules, a meaty Archon chapter that ties back to the beginning of our journey, 3 fresh characters with distinctive playstyles, a stack of events that mix combat, stealth, puzzles, and photography, bosses that challenge reaction mastery, gear that opens new builds, and some of the most player-friendly systems the game has ever offered. Whether you plan to build a Lunar Bloom dream team around Lauma, supercharge Electro-charged with Flins, or grab your free Aino and jump straight into exploration, Nodcry is ready to keep you busy for a long while. Tell me who you are pulling for and which feature excites you most. Until next time, happy adventuring, and I will see you under the Welkin Moon.